So this is a VM22 carburetor. The problem with these VM22 carburetors, if you just try to bolt this on and put it on the bike, it may run like crap or it may not even run at all. And the reason for that is that you gotta open it up, take the flow bolt off. There's only two screws holding it in right there. Look in here, the one in the middle, that guy, that's the main jet. And the little one there, that's the pilot jet. The pilot jet on this particular one was 38. 38 is pretty good all around, unless you're getting to really high elevations, like over 1,000 feet or so. The problem is the main jet. That main jet right there, and they give you a bunch of them. They're in a baggie like that, right? You got to look at that. That one was 80. That is way too lean. So in my case, I'm up here almost I don't know, 200 feet up above sea level, which isn't too bad. But you know, I have mine. I started out at 120. I like starting a little rich, and I wound up getting a 115 in here, which is what I just did. Just put a 115. Next, that intake manifold right there that it comes with. If you notice, there's a longitude here and here. You got, when you put this on, you got to look inside of here. Okay, let me turn this light on. Maybe you can see it better. You got to look inside there. See that O-ring in there? All the way in the back, that black O-ring? That O-ring is really important. You have to be able to look inside this intake manifold and see that O-ring. If you don't see that O-ring, it could be that the manifold is off to one side or the other. See it? All the way around in there. So once you get that O-ring in there, you're good. That means you're good to go. So also, it comes with this insulator. Now, just a little bit, I'm like, a little torn about this, but I've been running it without it. I just like the carburetor to be closer to the bike, to be mounted as close to the engine as possible, so it doesn't stick out too much. Because you don't just have this; you have this manifold, that carburetor, and this air filter all sticking out. Kind of looks like that. That's a 28, though. That's a PWK slide. That's another story. These are a little harder to tune, especially when you got a carburetor that's a little too big for the application. And this is definitely a little too big. It's running a stock cam. It's got a mild port and polish. And it's got a pipe, which is a little overkill, this carburetor, but I like challenging the carburetor. They don't bother me. This one's also at 115, and it wound up needing a 40 instead of a 38 on the pilot jet, middle setting on the needle. The only other carb that there is that I haven't tried yet is this 24 PWK. This guy would actually be the better choice if I wanted to do like drag racing or, you know, just going a little more on cruising. This is a cruiser kind of carburetor. If you just want to put around your neighborhood and just kick around and, you know, minimum bogging and stuff, this is a great carb for that. You know, that's why I'm tuning this in. Versus one of these guys, which is a little bit of a pain to tune, and then really this oversized carburetor, which is way too big for this engine. So once again, when you get one of these, it'll come some, like this particular kit, it came with a wrench and the gaskets. All that's great. Also, one other thing, see that pilot jet in there? That pilot jet is very exclusive to these carburetors. It's a pain in the neck to find this jet. You have to get with someone like Jets R Us. They'll have it. They're the only ones that have it that I know of, and I believe Go Power Sports, because it's very unique in the shape. Normally, the jets you get for these carburetors, like this, these are kind of big on the pilot. I don't mean just the number size, numerical. I mean just overall, it's a big pilot jet. Will not fit these. The VM22, it won't fit. This carburetor has exclusive, what's known as, I believe it's Keen P jets. But anyway, Jets R Us would have it if you wanted to get it. And also Go Power Sports. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, when you get one of these carb kits, these, okay, or one of these. Problem with these is they give you this tube, this pipe, the intake pipe. It's kind of long as hell. You really should cut it in half if you're going to use it. The other issue with this is it comes with this. Look at this. See how it just drops in there? Fits the carburetor real good, but not the pipe. I don't know what they were thinking when they did this. Anyway, the answer to that is to get a nibby intake manifold, which is right there. You can see that. It's nice and short. It's real stout. It fits it exactly perfectly. One last thing, well, two last things real quick. Always run it with an air filter. You don't want any crap or any the rust and debris, compromising your engine, sucking anything in. Even if you're just putting around the street, unless you're drag racing on a track, on a Royal Groom Clean track, yeah, you need an air filter. Also, tuning it actually gives it a tiny bit of a restriction. It actually helps with the tuning. One last thing, make sure this cable is not off to the side like this, because right now it's pulling the throttle open, and you can get into a problem. It just snapped in just now if you heard it. And pretty much it. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe.